Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, long time no see. I am absolutely sorry. Some shindigs were going down. I had to get a new headset and those other little oopsie daisies here and there. Kind of the issue with having to do a, podcast every, week. But we are back, baby! And yes, I will admit that this podcast in particular was going to be brilliant for February, since we're talking about romance. But, as the old saying goes, it's better late than never. However, there's just a few things to mention. Thing one, my glorious birthday. Yes, the day that I was summoned to this planet to conquer and make sure that everything stays smooth. I was born. Dun, dun, dun. And I am 3,000 years old. Now then, also, this, and now, granted, even though, there is...
So she was old enough to know when the rivers of Babylon flowed.
But,
and know if the Guardians were actually hanging, or if they were just really, really close to the edge.
But, anywho, now, one thing I will say before we, continue with the main event. Now, so, this is March. And while, yes, Alex and Abyssal, who sadly Abyssal will not be joining us due to shenanigans, so he will hopefully join us next week. But even though, again, Alex, like I said, you are all here, we, do care for you and whatnot. However, at first, this was the month that I decided to do the podcast, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was nervous because I never did a thing like this. And then Erica showed up. I'm grateful for Erica, mind you. Now, maybe I did misread it. However, I could have sworn she said that, she would have loved to be a co-host. And I'm like, you know what? Yes. Let's do it. And well, here we are. And Erica, as well as Abyssal, who's not here, like I said, and Alex, I just want you guys to know that of all the co-hosts in the world, I'm glad you are my co-host. Something, friendship, something, whatever. Hugs!
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. Now, as we begin, first and foremost, I am Kala Never Melta. And again, it was recently my glorious birthday. The day that I was brought onto this world. And, well, God, do I regret it, like, holy shit. But, there's some things that just make it all fucking worthwhile. And so, yes, that's my intro for today. Erica.
I mean, if you don't like it, you can always have, like, a house near the river Cocytus.
And I'm gonna do that thing where, I have a van by the river.
Oh, you probably shouldn't have, like, a vehicle near the river Cocytus. It is literally the freezing river of the underworld.
No, I was doing the joke, a van by the river.
Okay.
Anyway, continue your, thing, Erica.
Beaded necklaces, and you sell them for, like, shiny rocks or some shit because you don't believe in money, man. Like, that is an artificial construct, man. Like, we should all be, like, just going back to our roots, man. Like,
wait, hold on. I'm gonna become a hippie? Holy shit.
You said van by the river. That is literally my idea of what a hippie does.
Yes, but, okay, you know what? Just do your, thing. Do your shtick.
Anyway, I am Eric. Erica Ironblood. I could be your angel, but I'd rather be your devil. I am... yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I technically live in Candemonium. So, yeah. Anyway. Go.
And Alex, you're up.
I'm not. I am not up. You're up, Gala. Do your intro again.
What do you mean do my intro again?
This here is Kellen Evermount, your hostess with the mostest.
Thank you, Demon Knight Hugs. And yes.
Eh?
Oh, you said,
Who's Steven Knight?
yeah, a buddy of mine. They said happy birthday, or granted late birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Which, by the way...
Did you have any pastry to enjoy?
Well, oh yeah, I did get me some cheesecake. But which, by the way, as an
Okay,
Oni...
but did you get any pastry?
Oh, no. I'm trying to watch my weight. But as an Oni, I noticed that none of you have given me any offerings. No food, money, shotas. Like, come on, guys, I'm an Oni. You gotta, give offerings.
Okay, let's see.
But anywho.
Let's see if I
Alex.
can... Alright.
Yes.
Started with second quarter,
I am a very tired cowboy, and I'm trying to make myself some coffee.
Aw, poor, cowboy. Hugs. But, with that being said, though, today's episode, after we got done with all those shenanigans, because we all love shenanigans, today was a February, episode where we talk about love. And what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. So, now, it's more so romance, anime, or anything that involves romantic, whether it be a couple, a shipping, anything so long as romance
Where a
is
single
involved.
guy suddenly has like two or three or more girls just suddenly being like, I want to be his wife.
I don't know why they became, Twitter pork, but sure.
I want to be his wife. Wah-wah. No, I'm going to be his wife. And they just start fighting. And the guy is either into it or it's like, why are you fighting over me?
Yes. But with that being said, though, let's first talk about the anime of the day. And it is my pick with We Are Total Opposites. And I'm going to warn you right now. If you watch the dub version, get ready for some very, I guess you could say, cringy dialogue.
I mean, it's a modern day Crunchyroll dub.
Yeah, the dialogue is very, very cringy due to...
If you want good dubs, go late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, so the dub in question... Again, they rely on very, cringy kind of a humor, very, basically modern, memes, I guess. I mean, granted, they didn't say skibidi toilet or any of that crap.
Essentially, they shove a lot of Western Gen Z slang into it where it does not belong. And if you criticize it, a bunch of dumbasses on Twitter are like, well, the Japanese language is extremely complicated, and you can't really translate it one-to-one into the English language, blah, 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 blah. And we are pulling just so much out of our buttholes.
Yes. But, but the overall, though, when you watch the sub, like you're supposed to, it is rather, decent. It's very cute, very funny, very silly. It basically starts this guy who's all quiet and to himself, and this hyperactive girl that has absolutely no chill, who, at the first episode, really likes this dude, and they hit it off, which, I gotta say, I do like that. There's no will they, won't they.
Oh, it's like The Odd Couple, except instead of both of them being dudes, and one being a neat freak and the other being a slob, it's a quiet, shy boy and a Genki girl.
And also, yes, no, do not throw any beans at me.
Means, very energetic.
And a high episode.
Yo, Mr. Foreman, sir.
Now, but yes, overall though, this, is a very, sweet, very cute, very wholesome, anime. and I do highly, highly, highly recommend it to anyone who, well, basically wants to, check it out. Again, it's, two opposites that characters are cute. There's also other couples in it, and the comedy is rather fun. But again, the dub it just adds modern day lingo. Mind you, not memes like Stupidly Toilet or 6-7,
It
thank God.
makes the crappy dubs from the 90s look good in comparison.
But, with that being said and done, we are now going to continue with the, romance anime. Again, anything that is romantic is on the table, so long as it involves a couple.
Oh,
Or-
fuck, I forgot. To be fair, I haven't watched Gravitation in a very long time, so...
When is
Gravitation
White
is-
Day supposed to be?
White's Day is the 14th of March.
Now, I decided that I am going to kind of, start things off first, mostly just to kind of, fast forward for a
FYI,
bit.
for people who are confused, who are curious, Gravitation is a yaoi anime, and yeah.
And so, this is my dress up Jordan, and I gotta say, it's kind of, I guess you could say chilled. There is itchy, but it's very, very vanilla, like, it's, Uzaki-chan.
It's very natural fan service. Essentially, most of the fan service is either through Marine's cosplays or when Gojo is doing her measurements.
Yeah, and again, it's very vanilla, like, say, Uzaki-chan. More so on the tamer side. It never goes into, Monster Musume, or especially into
It's
Species
never,
Reviewers.
oh no! Somehow launches herself butt first into the main lead's face, and suddenly he's just getting a face full of her butt.
So basically, we
It's like,
have
"Oh my gosh,
the
I'm
main
sorry."
character, who is a guy that does the whole Japanese doll, making, and it's a family
Yeah,
business.
Oh yeah.
And then you have Marine here, who is, of course, this adorable girl who enjoys cosplaying.
She's got the Gap Moe hand.
She enjoys
She's like-
cosplaying as many, many characters. And what I love about her is that she does cosplay of spicy characters. Basically, kind of a, I guess, say, reflection of real life, where there are women, especially in the cosplay, area, that will be, say, Valentine, or Monster Musume Girls, or Cinnamon Kaga, or Queen's Blade, or insert any other,
I do remember, my sister going to an anime convention in the mid-2000s or so, and she basically said that there was a woman cosplaying as Sexy Jutsu Naruto. Obviously, she had stuff covering herself to look like clouds and stuff, smoke, but essentially it was Sexy Jutsu Naruto.
Nice. But no, she isn't afraid to, be spicy, and they're all very, lewd moments, but again, very vanilla, and also, it's more cute and silly at best. Now, I will say in Season 2, the spicy factor has been kind of toned down, but we do get some new characters, especially one guy who enjoys cosplaying as as female characters. I absolutely enjoyed that, because I do believe that guys can, enjoy
Is
cute
it
things
an
too.
Otokonoko or a,
Oh no, he is an Otokonoko. He is an Otokonoko because basically what happened is, this story is, he loved to dress up as a female because his sister kind of asked him to, you basically be like, hey, I need you to wear this so I can see what it looks like and whatnot. And well, he kind of enjoyed it, and he did have a girlfriend. Girlfriend found out, so she's like, hey, it's either me or the dress. And well, he's like, oh, okay, well, it was nice knowing you, and chose the dress. Rightfully so.
There it
And
is.
I absolutely love the chemistry that they shared, especially when they are at the convention. My only issue is that there are certain people, I will be
Oh
nice.
yeah, just for a group of people that are all about you should not be bound by gender by gender norms. You should be able to express yourself however you want. They're really intent on if something is abnormal gender wise, they want to force it into a specific category. It's
Hmm.
like
But no,
it's
there's
really
also like tourists who are like, liking the show and they're basically, just doing tourist behavior, but we're not going to get into that. Overall, this is a very sweet, very wholesome, very cute anime. I highly recommend it. There's only 2 seasons. And to be honest, this is an anime. While, yeah, they're all lewd moments, you're not there for the lewdness. I mean, in fact, it kind of doesn't really bring anything to the table, like, say, Cinnamon Culture or Queen's Blade or interspecies reviewers, where, well, there's a reason why it's rude.
For the most part, this is an anime that, if you have an interest in doing cosplay, it will ignite
A
it will
fire,
interest you even further.
yes. But anywho, now if I recall, yeah, this is Alex, your turn.
No, it's not. It's not my turn. It's your turn.
Silly Alex. Tricks are for kids.
And where did you get tricks from? How? I've never even eaten tricks before.
Kala, that is. Did you just?
Did
you
I
just
what?
make a?
Did you what?
I think she made a turn tricks reference, and we are on. Oh, whatever. I don't think.
Yes, but
Okay.
anywho.
I I don't think everyone understood the assignment.
Okay, I guess it's not it's vague enough that people won't get it. So
Yeah.
we
And hi, Ashia.
I cannot see the comments right now, so I don't know
Oh,
what
well,
Aisha said.
Asha says, hey, what's up, friends?
Oh, hey Aisha, how you doing, man?
Mm-hmm. But, anywho. Continue.
Uh, have you guys seen this anime before?
No, I have not.
Dang.
Enemy, baby.
But yeah. So this is summertime rendering. I picked this anime because I watched it recently with some friends. Over I think like over the weekend. I think. Yeah, we watched the whole entire series from start to finish and stuff like that. And I picked the series because of the two main leads that are a couple. Although we were disappointed that we did not see them kiss at the end, but we definitely know that they are a couple because it's kind of pretty obvious. It'd be really weird if it would be really awkward if they weren't by this point. But yeah. So the couple here is blonde-haired girl's name's Ushio, and the guy is Shinpei. And essentially, the plot for the show is that I'm trying to decide whether or not I need to actually like just go into spoilers. So, how about this? I'm going to give you guys spoiler warnings. Spoiler warnings. Because this anime's been out for a while now, so I feel like if you haven't seen it yet, definitely go watch it. I'll try to be brief with the spoilers here. So essentially, Shinpei is going through a time loop mystery of sorts, and Ushio is Ushio is helping him out and stuff because well, it's kind of complicated of how she's doing that because one, she's dead, Um, if it wasn't pretty obvious, if you look at the picture here, you'll notice that she's holding a what was it? The I forget what this is called, like a hagamina flower.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called a hagamina flower. I forget the name, but it's the type of flower that basically symbolizes that yes, this person has is dead and stuff. And so trying to get my words together. These two are a couple throughout the they kind of have a bond throughout the entirety of the show and stuff like that, and essentially it's beyond, I guess I guess technically in a way it's beyond time and space and death and stuff like that, that these two are two together supporting one another or stuff like that. Well, for Ushio anyway, Shinpei's the one that's alive, but Ushio's the one who gave him the ability so that he can basically stay alive and solve whatever mystery's going down and stuff. And really, these two are a power couple. They're like they're written very well in the show and in the manga too and stuff. And honestly, if you haven't watched it yet, definitely go watch it, especially for these two, because just seeing these two being able to work together and solve the mystery and stuff like that, and beat the bad guy and stuff like that, it's really interesting to watch. Sorry, I know I said that I was going to say spoilers, but I decided, no, fuck it, I'm not going to give any spoilers, because the plot is really complicated. Well, it's not that complicated, but it's definitely something you have to watch for yourself, and me spoiling it might ruin that enjoyment of that. So, yeah.
I see. Is that it?
Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't think I could say more.
I always just want to make sure that you said all the things that you needed to say. But alrighty then. Now, number 3. My personal favorite, thanks to Erica.
Shit.
Ahem. Erica.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Okay. So, this is Call of the Night. This is an anime that is based on manga that was based on a song by Creepynuts, whom actually ended up making a lot of the soundtrack for this anime, including the opening song for the first and I believe second seasons. Actually, I think it's like practically FLCL, but with Creepynuts instead of the pillows. In all honesty, at least the spoken soundtrack. So, Ko, this guy, is essentially forces himself to be a model student. Just forces himself to be a good student, study hard, be involved with everything. One day he is approached by a girl who confesses her feelings to him, and he just does not know how to reciprocate those feelings, so he rejects her. And after that, he finds he is having difficulty sleeping. So one night, he ventures out into the night of the city, and essentially trying to find a way to go to sleep, get to sleep. And he meets this lady, Nazuna. And she basically like, I have a way to help you get to sleep. Come to my place. And he finds out she's a vampire. normally when people find out that there were basically had their blood sucked by a vampire, they'd be like, "Foul creature, die," or something like that. But no, Ko is like, "I want to become a vampire," and so Nazuna is like, "Okay, but there are like rules. You need to fall. You need to what? Fall in love with me." So yeah, Ko needs to be able to fall in love with Nazuna, and also Nazuna has an aversion to anything like romantic. She loves dirty jokes and sex and stuff, but really does not like the concept of romanticism.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
Yeah. She gets embarrassed. So, Call of the Night is Ko learning to love, and then it's just their relationship. Ko and Nazuna's relationship. Eventually, some other vampires show up, and they're like, "Oh, we can't have a human knowing about our existence. This will spell problems, so we gotta either turn him or kill him." And he's like, "Oh no, I plan on becoming a vampire, but I want to be turned into a vampire by Nazuna. I'll do it." But then he finds out there's a time limit because there's like a year, 1 year is a time limit as soon as you get bitten, and once that year is up, you cannot become a vampire. And there's just a lot of other aspects. They've only gotten 2 seasons done. I've been collecting the manga because they haven't finished adapting the entire manga yet. So there's like some pretty crazy stuff that happens. I believe in the 2nd season we finally get to see Ko's. No, never mind. That's a bit spoilerific, and it's also new enough that I probably shouldn't spoil anything.
I will say this though, I love season 2 just because of the information that we get, backstories and everything. Because like at the first season it was kind of just chilled, but then season 2 happens, like, oh damn, shit's getting real.
Yeah. Also, there was this funny comment on one of the videos for I think the Call of the Night ending season 2. It's like, "I tried walking out at night and I didn't meet a hot vampire chick. I only got mugged." It was just funny. It was just a funny joke.
But anywho.
Oh, yeah, I love this, and I love Nazuna. She's awesome. And Ko's cool, and just I love vampire girls.
I agree. This anime, I'm glad you got me to watch it. I wasn't really gonna care that much. Like, I heard some things about it. I was gonna say, like, I was gonna check it out. I didn't. And it's like, nah, you know what, let's watch it. And I was impressed. And I will say this, unlike with Polar Opposites, the English voice acting for this is pretty good.
Yeah, to be fair, well, with High Dive, it's like, it's mostly the, there is like a 50-50 you have a better chance of getting a better English dub with High Dive since it's a small company, so they don't run the risk of being infiltrated by people who just want to shove just random garbage into the translations and stuff. There was one point someone purposely mistranslated a line, but enough people raised a fuss that they immediately changed it to what it was supposed to be.
Just out of curiosity, what was it?
I think it was basically one of the vampires really loved preying on virgin men, and for some reason they changed it to incel, but immediately they changed it to the proper word.
Yeah, I think I heard about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. So yeah, raising a big fuss about proper translation does in fact work.
But anywho, you done with this?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Alright, now it is my turn with 100 girlfriends who really love me, and I will be honest, another friend of mine absolutely, positively loves this,
Oh wow, it's
anime.
like Sister Princess, except times
Yes. But,
like a little less than 10, I guess.
So, basically, this dude was down on his luck. He met this basically, magic guy who, granted him the, I guess you could say, ultimate riz or whatever, to having the ability to obtain 100 girlfriends. And so each one, and I gotta say, massive props to the mangaka for not only giving us, I mean, it's still going on. I think we're at number 60, I believe. But here's the thing, this is absolutely astonishing to me. Even though there are over 60 girls as of right now, the mangaka is able to not only make sure that each and every single girl has a moment to shine, but also none of the girls are background fodder. They all are there for a reason. And I gotta say, the mangaka is by all means a mad lad, because, like, it's one thing to make a harem of 10 waifus. That's easy. But having to do one where you're gonna end up with 100, like, wow. Wow, that is gonna be a lot. Not only that, but we're getting a season 3. And I look forward to it, because I just wonder how far they're gonna go, or they're gonna stop, because, like, with the animation, with the anime, they're gonna have to have voice actors, and, well, is there gonna be enough to go around when we get to number 60 or whatever? But overall, though, this is a really good, cute, silly WTF anime. It's not meant to take seriously. There are ecchi moments, but it's more comical at best. Nothing, much. Especially, one of my favorite girls who drinks this potion, because there's one of the girls is like this mad scientist who gives her this potion that makes her booty and oppai just go boing boing expansion, which I found absolutely amazing. And there's like, and another thing is they are not afraid to break the fourth wall. Because when season 2 started, they made a joke about, man, it feels like insert the months that it's been since, it was season 1. And yeah, they, make fun of the fourth wall. There's comedy, there's other anime references like, Dragon Ball Z. And there's scenes where they help a character, and it is just wacky, zany. Like, don't take it seriously, just nod your head and say, ah, yes, this makes sense. Do not question it, just say, yes, this is totally what's happening. But yeah, now this, each girl is interesting in their own right, each girl is, sweet, it's a favorite. There's, best girl for everyone, and it's, again, comedy, it's adorable. And, again, we're gonna season 3, so, yeah. Overall, this is a very nice, anime / manga. Again, I am absolutely astonished that the mangaka can keep up with all of these characters. Meanwhile, in D&D, I forget that one NPC until one of my players says, hey, you forgot about Bob. It's like, oh, crap, right. Bob was gonna do a thing. Crap. But, with that being said and done, though, let us continue. And, Alexa.
Could you give me a moment?
Alright. I will skip you for the time being. Erica! Erica! Wait, is Erica saying words?
No, doesn't seem like it. She's mute. No, she's muted.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, are you at least ready now, or do you need another minute?
I feel like you should take your turn. Sorry.
Alright, well, my other choice is, Love After World Domination. Now, this right here is another one of my favorites. It's very cute, very wholesome. It's a Power Ranger, parody, where the difference is one of the leader, aka the Red Ranger, falls in love with one of the baddies, who is absolutely adorable and heads over heels with the, main character. Now, one thing that I love about this is the fact that, first, even though she is in this outfit, which is, sexy as hell, there's never really that much, itchy. Like, yeah, there's a scene where she sits on the guy's face, but there's never really anything that's like, again, interspecies reviewers, itchy, or anything like that where it's just horny. But overall, though, this right here is, what they have to do is, they have to pretend to still be enemies. So what they do is they will fight off screen, or basically away from the main area, and, do the little date, which is cute and adorable. And, well, they have to keep it a secret because, on either side cannot find out that, they're dating because, well, they're good guy versus bad guy. That's supposed to be the thing. They're supposed to, be, good versus evil and all of that. But we don't always just focus on, the main couple. We also focus on, on another character, well, basically several other characters who also have a date as well. It's really sweet, wholesome, and, I guess say batshit insane. But, in all fairness, overall, this was a very good, anime, and I highly recommend, anyone, check it out, because, well, this is something that, it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's just, silly little, parody of Power Rangers. And overall, it's again fun. I'm done with that. So,
I don't think I've seen that anime before. Is that like an anime that came out recently?
This came out in 2002, I believe. Like 2002, 2003. And like I said, it's just an anime about, the good guy, leader Power Ranger, falling in love with one of the basically, she's like this head honcho, one of the best villains on the bad guy side. And they hit it off. They have to keep their love a secret. And now, a few of the other Rangers do find...
Basically, if the Red Ranger or the White Ranger fell in love with Scorponia.
And let's all be real, we all would want to fall in love with Scorponia. Like, goddamn, she was a hot baddie. But yes, with that being said though, overall, very cute, very sweet anime. Great characters. The lore is interesting and wild. There's a scene where she is going to be promoted, and by promoted, she was going to be turned into one of the big beasts. But the guy, I absolutely love this dude. He loves her no matter what. No matter what it is, he is a true man. There's this one scene in the anime where she asked him to get him a soda, and they didn't apparently have it at the store, but what I kind of picked up is, since it took them, plot convenience to get back, I'm going to assume that he went to every single store in Japan to try to find her that soda, only to fail, but it shows you that this man really, really respects romance and loves her. And it's cute, it's sweet. With that being said, let's jump back. Alex, you ready?
Let Erica go.
Alright, Erica.
Alright, so Tomo-chan is a girl. So Tomo is a, I think it's a romantic comedy, where basically Tomo and June have been best friends since they were like kids. But for the longest time, June thought Tomo, who is a tomboy, was a boy, was a fellow dude. So when they got into middle school, June was like, "Yo, Tomo, why are you wearing a dress?" And Tomo was like, I'm a girl." So, yeah, it has been a bit awkward for them. But basically, June has always treated Tomo as if she was a fellow guy, basically. And when she finally confessed to him, confessed her love, he was like, "Oh yeah, I like you too, dude." Essentially, like, completely misunderstanding and just being like, "Oh yeah." Like, so, for the most part, Tomo's like, "How does he think I'm a guy? How do I get him to see me as a girl?" And basically, Tomo enlists the help of her other childhood best friend. I keep forgetting her name because, hold on, cast Tomo-chan. Alright. Janine characters. Mizuzu. Mizuzu, who is basically kind of like a Mandy from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy type character, where she's just like cunning, calculating, and sadistic and stuff. And she along with Carol, who is on the surface this bubbly, cheerful, rich girl, who is like the very caring, and also is I think she's English. She's like, her family's from England. Essentially try and help Tomo be more girly in order to get June to pay attention and see her as a girl. But eventually, June, it's because eventually it turns out that June was attracted to Tomo as herself, but there's like this whole thing about I don't really. It's been a while since I saw the anime. I do remember they finally managed to get together, and Tomo's stupid dad is like, "If you want to marry my daughter, you need to defeat me." And just like, Tomo just fucking is pissed. She's like, "What the fuck? We did all that effort and you fucking..." like...
Okay, Hulk Hogan.
Tomo's dad is like this big beef. He literally owns and runs one of the like toughest dojos in like the area. Like, it's literally like, so like, but also Tomo's mom is a former not Yakuza. She's a okay, I knew Sukeban? Yeah, Sukeban. Essentially a female delinquent. So basically, which is why I like, this is a very fun anime.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Alright then.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alex, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
I want to add, Carol's VA is the same in Japanese as it is in English.
Ah, nice. Alright, Alex, take the stage.
Um, so this is Weki and I from Love Weki. I don't think they were an official couple, but I definitely think there is a relationship between them and stuff like that. At least it's kind of what it seems like, but they probably could just be friends. But I think most people ship these two. But they're basically two of the main characters in the show. Essentially they met by I being a I being a a very nosy and thinking that Wiki was an alien because she saw him use his powers and stuff like that and whatnot. And so she's been spying on him. And eventually, she gets caught up in the tournaments that's going on with the other power users and stuff like that. And she basically helps Ueki out and like spends a really a lot of time around him. Really a lot of time. And she I mean all she really wants at after that point is just to help him out because well I don't even know what her reason is. I think she just wants to help him out. When I kind of think about it, it's like she didn't really have initial reason to be like hanging out with him this much. She initially just thought something weird was going on, and then just kind of got caught up in the events of the story and stuff like that. Um, but I think that's what's really nice about her. She cares a great deal about Weki. Um, Especially when Weki's getting hurt a lot of the time, and his attitude with basically, you know, kind of just oh, what's the word? He's a very he's definitely one of those guys that is just willing to just sacrifice himself to get the job done. It's like that. He takes on the pain for everyone else for everyone else and stuff like that. And secondly, he's built for it, of course, because he's not human. But that's a whole other different thing I won't get into. But I say they're a really cool, cute couple throughout the series and stuff like that. My 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 I ends up getting her own powers actually. She has the power to make you a lover of eyeglasses. There's a really funny scene with one of the opponents where she breaks a pair of glasses and then the guy basically screams Bianca. It's a really funny scene. You can actually I think you can like find it on what's that channel called? I think it was like Retro Rewind.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He also has a bag full of eyeglasses too. It was a really funny fight to watch for sure. But yeah, yeah. And in the sequel for the series, it's Ai loses her memories, and Weki's basically doing everything he can to get them back. And I mean, everyone's memories back because a lot of people's memories were stolen and stuff. And I ends up being on the side of the villain because of, you know, she's lost her memories and she was basically lied to. So that was definitely heartbreaking for Ueki. And then after everything was said and done, Ueki had to stay in this other world for 1,000 years to restore everyone's memories. Because I guess that was enough time just to restore everyone's memories and stuff like that. But since the worlds ended up getting merged with each other, 1,000 years and ended up just basically being just that 1 year. So, you know, eventually I figures this out, and they ended up meeting back up with each other, and she's like, "Welcome back," you know. So I thought that was really heartwarming and stuff like that. So I feel like them as a couple is just very it just makes sense. That's what it comes down to. It just makes sense.
I see. Alright then.
Yeah, that's about it.
Alright. Now, boop. 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 Alright, Erica.
What?
Oh wait, no, this is, oh, sorry. Okay, Alex, do you want to go again, since basically this is technically your turn before Erica, finishes it off, or...
I guess it would be fair if I had to do mine again, since I skipped my turn twice.
Well... Well, you said you wanted to, right?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright, well, here you are.
Hold on. Let me take a look here. Oh, right. Okay, so it's, this is, Wave and, dang it. What was her name? How did I forget her name? You remember her name, Kala?
No, I have not seen this anime, so...
What do you mean you've never seen the anime? You've seen Kami got killed.
Wait, Akami got killed. Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry. Okay. Blah. That was on me. But I'm gonna be real with you. I am terrible with names. I only remember Air's death because she was my favorite fucking character.
You only remember the one character that was basically a villain the entire series.
Listen, she was hot. Okay? Shut up.
Yeah, so was Leone, but she's dead.
Yes, and that sucks. Yeah, I also knew Leone too. Which sucks because she was also hot. I hated the fucking king bastard. But anywho.
Okay, well, this is not Coroni. Fuck. Coroni. Yes, this is the VTuber Coroni sister.
And here's Kirsha.
Oh god. This is Kame's sister. I know her name starts with K. It's like it might be Rone, maybe it is Rone, but her and Wave are probably the best couple in the series. It's probably second to Tetsumi and Mine, and maybe possibly Dragon Tetsumi and Mine, whichever you prefer. Also, yes, Tetsumi and Mine did have children, and if you're wondering how that happened, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Well, see, when a mommy and daddy really love each other, the daddies will bend mommy over.
No. Talking about a full-grown dragon here.
Wait, what?
You wouldn't get it unless you've seen the meme. The meme with the hamster and the banana.
Oh, okay.
Or, if you're a Pokemon fan, Skitty and Wailord.
Oh, that is a thing, yeah. But yeah. So these two are a very good couple in my opinion, because of the fact that for Kurome, I think it's Kurome. I'm gonna stick with Kurome. For her, she was mostly really well, she was really intent on doing her job for the Jaegers and whatnot, and was also trying to have this showdown with her sister Akame and stuff like that, and this has been foreshadowed throughout the whole series. as soon as Wave joined, it seemed like things kind of sort of changed for her in a way because they really seemed to hit it off pretty well, and it became fast friends. And then eventually they started kind of having feelings for each other. So essentially, Kuromi's been on these drugs that have been, I guess they're kind of like some kind of like enhancing drug or something like that. But she's kind of addicted to them a little bit. And Wave basically wants to help her so that she doesn't have to stay on them. And he also wants to prevent this this showdown from happening. And it culminates into the best scene, one of the best scenes in the series, where Wave essentially stops their fight and then basically says, "I'm going to take care of Kurome and stuff." So he basically sweeps her off her feet and leaves.
As you do.
So you can imagine my frustration when the anime decides that Kurone just needs to die. Apparently, so I was very upset about that. I hate that the anime did that. That was a very terrible change. Like, this was wholesome. This is wholesome. The Kurome did not need to die. Kurome and Akame did not need to fight. And Wave knew that. Wave decided to just end that plot line right there and get Kurome some help so she could detox and stuff. Seriously, she actually got better. Stuff like that. So it really is one of the wholesome things about that series. Wave is just that guy. He's best boy. And it's really, I really think people should appreciate this couple more, honestly. Especially for Kame ga Kill. With everything that's going on in Kame ga Kill, this couple needs more love and stuff like that.
Yes.
I mean, I think when I looked up a picture for the two, it was a bunch of like Valentine stuff and romance stuff between them. So that's a good thing. There's like fan art between and whatnot. There was even like a little the donchi or dojin with the two. It wasn't like lewd or anything. It was just pretty wholesome. Yeah, I didn't see anything lewd. It was mostly wholesome stuff between them.
Nice. Okay then, let us continue with the last but not least, Erica.
Okay, so this is Ao-chan Can't Study, which is a very funny subversion romance, and actually I think it's incomplete because not a lot of people watched the first season, so essentially it's just left incomplete. But essentially, Ao Horihei is a extremely strict, studious girl who is aiming to move to a prestigious university when she graduates. Not because she wants to I guess she wants to go to university, but also because she kind of wants to be as far away from her dad as possible, because her dad is an infamous erotic fiction writer, and probably because of his influence, her views on various things regarding romance and stuff have been complete. Hold on one moment. That dumb-ass dog just decided to start barking at the worst possible time.
Oh wow, I heard it that time.
Hold on one moment.
Silly doggo, you get no Scooby snacks. I also hope everyone out there is enjoying the stream, by the way. And like I said, I'm thinking for the anniversary, we might go with something like, say, let's see. Or maybe we'll just have like a talk stream, what we plan to do. Maybe since me and Erica did one where the artists get to know us, maybe you, Alex, and Abyssal can talk about yourselves a little bit to kind of, have more.
Anyway, I'm back.
Okay, thank God.
I don't know what the. Anyway. Anyway, so basically, Ao-chan essentially assumes that men are like the characters in her dad's erotic novels, which leads to some very, very funny situations where she's like, "Oh my god," it's because essentially she's like known for being a complete bitch to everyone. Is essentially it, but like this one guy is like, "I actually like you. I want to get to know you better," and he's like, "What?" And so it leads to some very funny scenarios where she assumes everything is gonna happen like in her dad's erotic novels. She's like, "Oh my god, I am exposed. What is he gonna do to me? Oh my god." And she just goes through so many various scenarios, and then he just like, "Hey," he just puts his like jacket over. It's like, "You'll catch a cold if you stay out like this, dressed like this." And she's like, "What? Wait, what? But you're not gonna, huh?" Actually, there's a funny thing where she overhears some guy saying that the guy she's dating has a huge dick, and she goes to her dad. Is like, "A guy having a huge dick is good, right?" And he's like, "Well, depends. For the most part," and basically explains how having a huge penis is a detriment, actually. And she's like, "Wait, what? Then why do in your novels?" And like, "I write fiction. It wouldn't be cool or kinky if I had to do all like the various do all that stuff." And it's just like, wait. So he's packing a lethal weapon? It's just so stupid. And then it's just so funny. Oh my god. And then there's this whole just her dad being like, he's a complete pervert, but he like cares about his daughter, but he also is a very shitty father. He's like, he tries to be there for her daughter, but he also like, I think there was like a parent-teacher meeting, or like parents came, and he decided it would be a good idea to give all the parents copies of his latest book.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
as you do.
Yeah. Actually, there's this really funny, one of the episodes, she's like, I'm having this boy over, but I realize I don't have sexy underwear. So she basically buys some erotic underwear, but she's not used to not having her stomach covered. So she ends up, I don't remember exactly what happens, but she gets like really cold, and it just like a lot of the time it's her trying to be sexy and failing miserably. And then later in the later episodes, there's like, "Oh, you are not." There's this one girl who's like, "I'm going to actually steal this man from you because you're too much of a coward. Also, your name's stupid," because it's literally owl, like as in owl face, essentially.
Mm.
Your name is fucking stupid, and yeah, it just never gets resolved because most of the episodes are half an hour long. So no, not half an hour. They're like 10 minutes long. So it's very easy to binge the entire series, and also a lot of shit is left unresolved. But I love that, like, I think one of the last episodes, they were doing, like, it was, like, field day, and, they were doing, like, a race, and, basically, Awo-chan's dad is basically doing his best to not be a pervert, but he notices that Awo-chan is, like, lagging behind, so he's like, he basically says, "Yo, move those G-cups!" Blah, 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 blah. And, like, I was, like, just darts over, and she's like, her dad's like, "Oh, you won!" And she's like, "The fuck did you just say?" It's like, oh, fuck.
And also,
So,
Aisha, to be fair, then in that case, I think we will do the, podcast to get to know us a bit more. Since, in fairness, the first time we did that was with me and Erica, but since we have Abyssal and Alex, I think it would be nice to, kind of do a, get to know us too, Electric Boogaloo. So yeah, maybe next one, next time we will kind of just do a chilled, let's get to know, each other kind of shindig.
Get to know everybody.
Yes. Now, with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, that was our top picks for romance animes with love, passion, and all that sort of shindig.
To be fair, there were some that I remembered I think I should have mentioned, but I thought those two, the Tomo-chan and the Awo-chan would be fun to talk about.
Oh, no, like I said, since I know not everyone watches, romance or whatever, I figured I'd make it nice and
most of the romance is either Yuri or, romance comedy that I watch.
Yeah, and I figured, you know what? I figured it would be, nice and cute. Like I said, we are total opposites. It's a very cute anime, but I warned you guys, the dub is like the voice acting itself is good. It's just they use that upbeat modern day lingo again. No memes, thank God. So there's no 6-7 meme. I hate that meme so damn much. I hate it.
I have no clue what the fuck it's means.
I'll tell you after the thing. But with that being said and done, in conclusion, romance, it's good, it's great, it's love. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. I mean, you can hurt me, but you know what I would say. So, now, with that being said, do you guys have any conclusions?
Well, not really.
Alright. What about you, Alex? Alex?
Hello?
Yes, what about you? Do you have any in conclusion?
Oh shit, was my mic off the whole entire time? Because I was saying something earlier when Erica was talking, but I don't think anybody heard me.
Oh no, yeah, it was off because you didn't say anything.
Well, first off, I mentioned that the plot suddenly steered off into NTR. Secondly, I was bringing up the fact that well, you said that it was romance anime, but I didn't really pick any romance anime. I picked mostly the couples in anime that
Oh yeah, like I said though, so long as it's like it involves romance. But
yeah,
yes.
But yeah, I don't watch a lot of romance anime. Thirdly, I apologize because I have something going on in the background, so I do apologize for that.
Alright, well, with that being said, thank you all for coming, pause, and next time we will talk about, ourselves and maybe some anime things that we enjoy, tropes, what have you. Until next time, everyone.